What is up? It's that time, it's that hour, it's Righteous with another video. Alright, so I'm gonna try to knock this out before any more time goes by or any more disruptions go. I got the teapot going, so if you hear that, just consider that I'm making some freaking tea. Anyway, so the build-up for this fight hasn't been that strong, but we all know that Mexican Independence Day has just passed. In Vegas, there's a bunch of things going on. I'm a driver here in Vegas. So this is gonna be my third time around doing this. Before I used to do deliveries, and when I first started doing YouTube, I started doing like rideshare and stuff like that. So I happen to know what's going on with the city, even though we're talking about boxing, so when it relates to Vegas, it's pretty important, to the fight and whatnot. And that's why my perspective most times is different from most guys that cover the sport and stuff, because I'm actually here. I just want to say that, they're not going to have a problem selling that place out. That's never a question, but there's just a lot going on here. If you know, right? But going to the fight itself, being that, because I've been watching some of the All Access and whatnot, and once again, I'm not a boxing expert, but I just want to say that I think with age and stuff like that, Canelo is gonna have a lot to deal with. He's not superhuman, man. He's not like Canelo he's a great fighter, man, but like, I just don't see this fight being a shutout. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what people are thinking. I don't know if there's other people that are just saying that he's gonna wash Charlo, but lately he's been having close fights, and to be honest, the fight that he had with Ryder, that was a fucking good fight, man. Like, seriously, that was a good fight. Hold on, my tea. So that was a damn good fight, man. Seriously, that was a really good fight. Like, I don't know why people don't talk about that fight more. They talk about Canelo a lot, but they don't talk about Joe and how he did. So, or John. But anyway, yeah, that was a really good fight, man. And I don't know. I think Canelo, he has a lot of skills, and he's very smart in the ring. I just think that being that he's bounced up and down, I do agree with some of the folks that have been criticizing him that he's not having that much movement anymore. And it's obvious, you can see it. If you watch boxing all the time, it's pretty obvious. But in my opinion, I still think he has a keen eye for guessing what could happen in a fight. He's not super flashy. He's not fast anymore. I think he's more into the grit now. He's really into the grit, and he's really into getting that X factor connection, and not just swinging for the fences. He's just literally just trying to land something flush, because nowadays he's just in love with that quick power jab, kind of like Crawford, but on a different level, because obviously when you have weight involved in people that are bigger, it's not the same. So with that being said, I truly believe Charlo might drop Canelo. I don't think he's gonna win. I don't think that he's gonna beat Canelo decisively or even win. I think that the fight is gonna get close, and sad to say, but Canelo he's in with the judges and all that, and he's always been. This is not something that it's not anything that anybody doesn't know. If you don't watch boxing, even you would see how that could be possible, So I think Canelo's probably gonna edge it in some way, some fashion, and I think he's gonna get dropped at least one time. and I'm still gonna give him credit for getting up. I'm still gonna give him credit for fighting hard, and I think it's gonna be a really close fight. But I don't think that it's gonna go to a draw. I think you should, if you want to bet, or if you feel like something is, out there that you feel like, damn, I gotta really take a look at this. Yeah, it's gonna be a split decision, in my opinion, or it's gonna be one judge, a majority decision or something like that. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Because of Charlo's speed, and I think his activity. I think he's hungry. The things that people are overlooking with Charlo is that he's got a couple demons. So for one, he wasn't the first Charlo chosen. So he's pissed about that. He doesn't get along with his brother. His brother is the one that's been inactive. So he's like, yo, you chose my brother first, He's mad about that. People don't talk about that, but I'm talking about it. I'm mentioning it because he's a twin brother. If you have a brother, you have a sibling, you know what that's like. And you both in a competitive sport, obviously, it's going to be something that is special. It's going to be a special fight. Then number two, the one thing about Charlo that is probably annoying the shit out of him is all this talk about what happens after. Because that's what happens to most fighters. Every time they fight is always, well, what's going to happen after? What's going to happen after? And especially with someone like Canelo, any big star, Tyson Fury, Crawford, everything is always about after, what's going to happen after. Shakur Stevenson, Tank, everybody's talking about what happens after. So I'm pretty sure that's annoying the shit out of Charlo. And he's like, yo, there ain't no after, bro. Ain't no after. Like, I honestly, out of all the boxers that I think is kind of like, because I think all of them is a little crazy. I think Tank a little crazy. I think Crawford's a little crazy. There's a lot of boxers that's a little off, you know what I'm saying? They're a little not all there. Broner, there's a bunch. Even Pacquiao is a little out there, man. You have to be. In order to be fighting in this fashion with millions of people watching you, you have to be a little out there. But Charlo is definitely, he's top 5, one of those, a little out there. Wilder too. But I think Charlo's a little out there. And I think he's a little out there more than Canelo, honestly. Canelo's a tough dude, tough character. He has a lot of brothers, big family, so you could tell why he fights. It's obvious. It's kind of an act with Canelo. Like, you can tell it's like, all right, he's super tough, but like he's doing it for his family, so it's a different type of person. Crawford, same shit. He's super crazy, but he's the leader of his family. So Charlo, like, one thing, I've seen Showbiz talking about this, that little tweak in his neck, the Charlo with the little tweak in his neck, walking around like that, man, it just makes him look a little off. But, I really think that he's going to figure something out. I think he's going to figure something out, because the one person I could compare Charlo to when it comes to Canelo and whatnot would be Danny Jacobs. But this is basically if Danny Jacobs would have fought him a little earlier, if he would have fought Canelo a little earlier, because the way Danny Jacobs fought Triple G was perfect. You know what I'm saying? That was his best. But I don't think Charlo's that off. You know what I'm saying? I think he's faster than Danny Jacobs. You know what I'm saying? I think he's a little crazier. I think he has a little bit more of a ferocious side. And I think he's ready. He's ready to fight Canelo and take it to the championship rounds. If he gets knocked out, I'm going to be surprised, because, like I said, Canelo with the injuries, with his wars and whatnot, all it takes is a couple combinations from Charlo to back him up, and now we got a long fight. So you guys leave your predictions down below. Like, comment, subscribe. You already know it's your boy Rav. I'm gonna be dropping some more content soon, so just keep in touch. You already know it's your boy Righteous. Peace.